What's going on, Preneurs? Have you ever wondered how the rich spend their money? Well, let's get right into it. Welcome back, Preneurs. If you're watching this video, it's because you want to see how the rich are spending their money. Now, either you're rich right now or you're on the other side of things, which is average right now. So when you're watching this video, I want you to take account on how the rich are spending it so they can get the investments that they're looking to get and they can be able to get all the dreams that they're looking for in their life. So let's get right into it. So when the rich people are literally, how they spend their money is they have to work first, just like everybody else, right? Unless you're blessed with a trust fund or a silver spoon, everyone else has to go and earn their income. So there's really no difference between if you're average earning income or you're rich earning income. But there is a difference on how you are spending that money though, and how it's coming out of your account. Maybe you're someone like me, where I used to make a certain amount of money. Let's just say, for example, I was making $5,000 a month, and my fixed expenses after I paid my mortgage, after I paid my rent, after I paid my car note, groceries and everything else was only about $2,500. And I'm like, shouldn't I have $2,500 left? That would just make sense, right? 5,000 minus 2,500, I should have 20. But there was never $2,500 in my account. I was like, where's this money going? Is someone secretly sneaking in that? Is my spouse secretly going into my account? Like, what's going on, right? So I was like, I'm not really good at this math thing, or maybe I'm just not good at this spending thing. Maybe I have a lot of miscellaneous things that keep coming on my account that I need to come and fix because it's not giving me no return. I have nothing to show for it at the end of the day. I'm literally at zeros or negatives at every end of the month when I should have more. Well, if you're like that, let's talk about what you could be spending your money into so you can make sure you're always above that line. Let's kind of go right into what the rich are doing of this. So one of the things they're doing when they do earn their income, all right, maybe again, they're at a job, 1099, owning a business, doesn't matter where the income's coming, they're earning it. The money comes, but what they do with it, one of the ways is investing. Versus spending, they invest. Instead of expense, they're looking for a return on what they're spending for. So they invest in what's called dividends, okay? Dividend paying stocks. It could be crypto, it could be mutual funds, it could be private equity. The whole purpose of that is that they're investing in other companies. They have a piece of it. So when those companies do great, maybe in a quarter and a yearly basis, they are able to give a return back to those that own a piece of that company, which would be dividend paying stocks, right? So now they're getting a return back on the investment. And what happens when they take that money, they don't go and spend it on a Louis bag. They don't go and spend it on a vacation. They don't go spend it on different things. What they go do is they use that same money that they did not have to go make. They use their money to make more money. So their money's working for them. So they have an excess of cash. They took that cash and they go buy a new car. Maybe they go lease it because they have a company. So it's under the company's name. Maybe they go and get a used car, right? Because they don't want to pay the high note price of a new one. That's their choice on what they want to do with the car, but that's how they acquire the new car. Where unfortunately, maybe the average person just earns income to go spend a new car. But they're using that money that they earned to buy it versus using that money to make money to go get a new something. All right, so that's a very key philosophy. Another one is right here. You say, well, what do they do with the second part? They earn income, they take that money, and they go invest in real estate. Why would you go invest in real estate? Well, maybe it's single family homes, maybe it's REITs, maybe it's multi, maybe it's hotels, maybe it's even commercial. Why would you even do that? Because, I mean, until this world ends, someone's always going to have to live under somewhere, right? So real estate is always going to be something good to invest in because they're not making more land. All right. So if you can go get some land or you can go get something along those lines in some type of real estate, you're always going to be in a good situation because someone's always going to want a high price value for that. Then what's going to happen next is they take that money because someone wants to be in that commercial building. Why? Because businesses, they want to be able to operate their business out of that commercial building. Someone's always going to want to stay in a hotel because people always want to travel. Someone's always going to want to be able to go and open up a project, maybe, you know, a commercial strip, single family homes. These are always going to happen. So people are always going to be paying rent for this, is my point. And so they take that money because they own that property, they own that land, they own these different things I'm talking about here, and they do what with it? They go buy their dream home. Right? Versus someone that's on the average side will take that money they're working so hard every day for, and they're trying to save that money to use their earned income to strictly go and buy their dream home. But that's the wrong way to do it. You take their earned income and you go make that money work for you. You use that excess to go buy your dream home. You make that buy your dream home, not you buy the dream home. Two different philosophies. And which brings my last one, how the rich people spend their money, which is they invest in businesses. Okay? And businesses could be a person and talent. You may say, you know what, I want to manage this talent because you're a great singer. I saw you on TikTok. Who's your manager? Well, I want to invest in you. Why? Because you can take off. Maybe a crown fund. All right, maybe you go and you look at LLCs, S Corps, C Corps, corporations, and you like what their business is doing, and you want to be a silent investor. Or maybe, someone that wants to be a face. You want to show your face and actually show people that you are an investor at. Regardless of whatever you want to do, you see a business that can take off. You like the vision, the mission, and you want to be able to make sure it grows. You want to be a part of that. So you put a certain amount of money in, that company grows, you get a dividend back to you. Why? Because you helped that company grow with your funds starting it up. And guess what? You take that money and you go do what you want to do. Maybe it's a trip. Some might call it vacation, but rich don't call it vacations because they're not trying to vacate something. They're not trying to escape from something. They just take trips. They could write that trip off, usually because they usually own businesses as well. Some might even call it a vacay. But what average does, they take that money and they work so hard for it, they take their earned income, skip this part, and they go strictly to a vacation. So two different philosophies again. And so my point is, because they run this philosophy, their money is always working for them to get the things that we all want at the end of the day. And maybe none of this is something that's important to you. Maybe you don't want trips. Maybe you don't want vacations. Maybe you don't want vacations. Maybe you don't want your dream home. Maybe new cars doesn't even excite you. You could fill whatever blank this is for you because it's your money. It's your dreams. You're the architect of this thing. So just because we put this here doesn't mean that's your dream. But the cool thing about it is the philosophy at the end of the day still works. Stop making your own money buy these things. Start making your money work hard for you so they can go buy those things for you. Put your money to work. So what the average people do though is they use their W-2 income or 1099, whatever they may be, how they earn the income, and they spend nearly everything. All right? They go strictly to spend. Nothing investing. There's no return on the money. The money's not working for them. The money's not going to work for them at all. They put it right to whatever expense it may be. There's nothing to show for it. So what happens? Unfortunately, they keep saying broke. That was me. As an example, I kept saying broke. Like, why am I broke? Because my money was never working for me. I just sent it away. I never put it to work. And because of that, I never had nothing to show for it. So here's 3 things I think could definitely help you. If you want to start picking yourself up from this average side, which I definitely was on, to starting to get on this side because of the philosophies, which is number 1, changing your environment. Who right now is helping you change that mindset right now to be able to switch from this side to this side? You need a mentor, you need a coach, you need someone that can be able to teach you these different principles. Number 2 is habits. You want to have somebody that's already good at this so you can watch their habits because more is caught than taught. And the last one is mindset. There's a way that the rich people are thinking when they receive money in their hand versus someone that's average and send money in the hand. There's not so much impulses. It's very calculated. Why? Because they understand what they want their money to be able to do for them. They make their money their employee, right? They put their money to work for them. Why? Because they understand again that it's going to be able to help them perform to the goals and dreams that they have for themselves. So with that, guys, hopefully this video made some sense. Go ahead and share it with a leader, someone that is on this side that says, you know what? I want to get on this side. All right. If you know anyone like that, go and tag them. Go in and share all our content if you can. Click that notification if you haven't already so you're updated with all the new content we will have in the future. And make sure you keep increasing 1% daily. Why? Because we got to increase your profit, your passion, your purpose so you can live a Preneur life. God bless.